How's it going, folks? Today we're walking around in the woods. A little change of pace from the ice fishing. The weather down here in southern Ontario is starting to get warm, so the ice is starting to become a little unsafe. So today's adventure, we're going to go try and find some antler sheds. I'm in a community forest is what they call it. It's Limerick Community Forest, so it's public land, anybody can be on it. I haven't seen much in the way of deer sign yet. I mean, I just started walking, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, so we're just gonna walk around, hopefully find some antlers, maybe get some good pictures of some critters, and it'll be a good day. Well, I've been walking around for like 2 hours now and still haven't found anything. I don't know if it's because it's a public forest, they've already been picked off, or I'm just looking in the wrong spots. This is the first time I've ever gone out and actually looked for sheds. So I'm usually still ice fishing at this point, so but anyways, we're gonna keep walking, gonna keep looking. Worst comes to worst, at least I'm getting some exercise this week. Yeah. What are you gonna do? Alright folks, as you can see, we're back at home. The shed hunting didn't go as planned, obviously. I walked around for probably 3 hours and didn't come up with anything. I didn't even see any critters, so didn't get any pictures either. So we're back at home. We're gonna cook up some, we're gonna do stovetop bannock. I know traditionally you're supposed to do it over a fire on a stick, but I discovered a little while ago a recipe that works great in a cast iron skillet on the stovetop. So we're gonna get to it, we're gonna get this made, and then we're gonna enjoy it. So the recipe I'm using is super simple to follow. It's flour, baking powder, salt, water, olive oil, and then some canola oil or vegetable oil to fry it in your cast iron skillet. So first you add in your dry ingredients. We're gonna start with 2 cups of flour. 1, 2. Next we're gonna do 2 teaspoons of baking powder. 1, 2. And then we're gonna do a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And there's that. Okay, so next we're just gonna mix up all the dry ingredients so it's evenly distributed throughout the whole mixture, and then we'll move on to adding our olive oil and our water. Okay, so now we're putting in the olive oil. In goes the olive oil. Now we're just gonna mix that together with a fork, and we're gonna gradually add the water into it as we're mixing it. Now it's just a matter of making sure it's all good and mixed up, and then we're going to move it over to a floured surface, and we're going to knead it for 10 minutes. It's all mixed up. Now it's time to knead the dough for 10 minutes before we flatten it out and throw it in the skillet. So we've got the counter with some flour on it. So you're going to fire that around, get some flour on your hands so the dough doesn't stick to your hands, and just work it for 10 minutes until she's all ready to rock and roll. Okay, now that we're all done kneading it, it's time to divide it up into 5 separate balls, and then you're going to flatten it with the palm of your hand, drop it in your hot oil, and you don't want to cook it too hot or the inside won't cook, so you want it to be golden brown on both sides, really only trying to flip it once. So what we're going to do now, just going to divide it up into 5 balls, flatten them out, fire them in there. Try and get them all relatively the same size, that way they all cook evenly. There, and that's what they should look like. To get them all flattened out. I had a little more dough than expected, so I ended up with 6, but that's alright. There's enough mouths to feed here, well, I'll be happy with it. So now it's just a matter of getting it into the hot grease. There, now it's just a matter of letting them cook. Shouldn't take too long. So we'll just let them do their thing, and then when they're all done, we'll peel them off there, let them cool, and have a taste test. Okay, time for the first flip. They're looking pretty good on the bottom, so we're gonna give them a flip. and then we'll let them finish up on that side. Well, it looks like the bannock's done. We're going to pull it off the skillet, set it on the paper towel so they can dry off and kind of cool, and then we'll give it a taste. Okay, so the bannock's cooling down. We get some steak for supper on the skillet now. So we're just waiting for it to cool down, and then we'll give it a taste. I'm going to cut into one actually while we're sitting here. That's not the right knife. Neither is that. There it is. Perfect. Perfectly done in there. Alright. Let's see how it tastes. That's good. Alright. So that's the end of this one. If you like the video, please go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and share it with your friends. I'll leave the recipe that I used down in the description, and don't forget, get outdoors.